This is Project C, the abandoned ruin that has morphed into this classic beauty in just 4 months. This house has officially been flipped.
This is what you're waiting for. I think we're ready to rock.
To experience the journey from this dilapidated before to this inspiring after, watch episodes 1 to 3 of the Project C House Flip series on YouTube. This is episode 4 and it's the final reveal and the before and after tour. I've worked with incredible people and products on this renovation. Their details will be in the description below and in the credits at the end. I'm Steve and this is Flipping Johannesburg. This is a 1,000 square meter stand, 3 beds, 3 baths, laundry room, double garage, pool and garden. Purchase price was 800,000 Rand and this is Voltevreden Park, bordering Constantia Kloof, Johannesburg, South Africa. The idea of keeping the green and white look became a reality and the result is a really crisp facade after being newly painted. We've tiled outside the front door just to elevate the entrance appeal, and we've also painted the driveway paving. The 2 single garage doors were converted to this double door in white for better maneuverability. And remember, this house was empty for over 10 years before I started the renovation. It was overgrown, unkept, with plaster flaking off the walls. Now it's been restored and updated with a homeliness inviting us in. The entrance hall leads into the lounge and as you can see, everything is brand new. The tiles, the paint, the ceilings, and this luxurious furniture. I mean, you can't help but to just stand in awe. We've gone from a house where vandals broke in through the ceilings to a house with brand new, smooth plastered Gyproc ceilings. The wall that was here was demolished to make this entire space open plan, linking the living rooms with this magnificent kitchen, the center of attention, and it's truly hard to believe that this is the same house. Heading into the dining room and the TV room, you can see how seamless these light grey 600 by 600 porcelain tiles are. They're called Concreto Grigio and they've got rectified edges supplied by M² tiles. They pair really well with this neutral grey paint colour on the walls. And these are the new white aluminium sliding doors, replacing the old thick framed wooden ones, which was the best decision, and I'll touch on that more when we head outside. But what I can say is that this house has one of the best entertainment flows. I remember standing here in the dining room in episode 1 when I was strongly advocating to make this open plan and to remove the rounded arches. And that's exactly what we did. Let's move on to the kitchen, which is quite frankly breathtaking. Designed by Moremi Kitchens, we have a peninsular layout, and the bigger kitchen with more cupboard space was made possible by the removal of the wall. It's a hack to make a compact home feel a lot more spacious. The boards are supplied by Innovis. Their decorative finishes being castle grey on the doors at the bottom in this unique stucco finish with slatted panels on the side and front of the peninsula. Then we've got pure white on the doors at the top, as well as warm wooden accents in medieval oak finish, like this raised breakfast nook, the microwave section, and this corner shelving section over here. The tones are complementary with these easy quartz countertops and the layout is functional, also featuring cool Rocco fittings such as this corner carousel unit, clever use of the space, an integrated spice rack, soft closed doors, and fashioned with touches of vintage charm like these antique brass handles. It's a seriously dramatic change looking back at how this was. There were no appliances, they were all stolen, there were rotten shelves, a world of a difference. Lighter colors always win, especially in smaller spaces, from dark and dingy to open and airy. We were inventive in the tight space of the scullery, building this wall out a bit to accommodate a double sink unit. And there's just enough space for a dishwasher to open over here. So this is the laundry or storage room with a broom or linen cupboard. Here, we've got space for a washing machine and storage shelves above. And this is a neat staff or guest toilet, no longer a shower over toilet like it used to be. This was the room that had that terrible smell and a fully caved in ceiling. And what we've done allows for this to be used as a staff or guest room, depending on the needs of the future buyer. Let's head back through the kitchen. The furniture in the house has been staged by Space Energy. It's classic, but at the same time stylish with a modern flair, like these Chesterfield couches. And this talks to the style of the home as a whole. The green and white theme sort of carries through. And generally in my houses, we have accents in a contrasting shade like charcoal for the light fittings and window frames. But the whites we've gone for here for the accents really soften everything in such a way that they induce a sense of calm and tranquility. On the left is the first bathroom, and throughout the house the bathrooms were really bad before because they'd been stripped out. The pipes, the taps, and we've actually replumbed the entire house thanks to Plumbing & Co. What really stands out is this feature metro tile on the back wall. It's called Colonial Sky Gloss. Very quirky and on trend. And then we've also carried on with the grey floor tile into this bathroom, and these green and blue accents really make everything pop. We've gone from an ungainly corner bath to this new white framed shower, a lot more usable in this bathroom. So from no DB, well, no electrics at all, to a brand new electrical system throughout the house, done by LMS Electrical, with some efficient additions like a smart geyser timer. Bedroom number 1 has been reimagined as a baby's nursery. Brand new built-in cupboards with open shelving on the side, and this distinctive oak finish turned out beautifully. It was really satisfying ripping up the old damaged flooring in the bedrooms, and throughout the house the doors, handles and locks are all new, no longer falling apart. And now the main bedroom, where most of the structural changes took place because this room was too small. Previously the wall was here, and believe it or not, there were cupboards in the bathroom. So we knocked this wall down and built the wall here to make the bedroom bigger so that the cupboards could fit here. And the bathroom ceiling is actually lower than the ceilings in the rest of the house. So after the structural changes, because this section was part of the bathroom, we had to do a dropped section there to disguise the ceiling height difference, and it actually turned out great. Now the room is spacious enough and the cupboards are a real standout. Innovis boards, the same finishes as the kitchen, and this medieval oak on the doors really adds to the natural warmth in these bedrooms. The cupboards were expertly installed by Fine-Tune Interiors. Now you'll see we've got open shelves on the side, and this is because the pedestal is right up against the cupboard. So even if there was a door here, you wouldn't be able to open it. So it's a clever solution for smaller rooms. It's all in the details and thinking outside of the box. I felt it was important to have a few more cupboards this side and a built-in dressing table over here. The main bathroom is one of the most unrecognizable rooms compared to before, and my goal from the beginning was to have a full bathroom, a double vanity, bath and shower. The feature tile above the bath has a green sort of teal shade to it. It's called Colonial Brillo Jade. And the tile we've used on the walls in the shower has a wood look to it. And the shower floors have the matching anti-slip tile that's running through the rest of the house. It's thanks to M² Tiles and Weber Tile Adhesive for the quality products and design advice. All of the showers in the house, including this custom edge slider, were done by Go Glass and Aluminium, who also assisted with new glass for windows throughout the house where needed, like this one. And there was a window on this wall that we closed in to allow for this bathroom design. And I'm so glad that the layout I came up with myself worked out so well. From half stripped and derelict to this optimized, dreamy masterpiece. I love these green accents so much as well. I was worried about the size of this bedroom, but you can see that the double bed fits really snug. The pointless bulkhead that was above the bed has been removed, thank goodness, and there's no longer any cracked window glass or dirty floors from the abandoned ruin that this used to be. It's a decent sized room with a walk-in dresser, and this opening used to be here. So we shifted it to here and we closed the window in that was here so we could house these cupboards. We then built this wall so we could keep an ensuite bathroom, and we added a sliding door to save space. We have a frameless walk-in shower here and the same tiles as the main. So it was not only new bathroom fittings throughout, but also a clever reconfiguration of the rooms to maximize space and utility. From dirty and disjointed to dazzling and detailed. You can see it was more than just a bit of TLC required to flip this house. Time to head outside. On the roof, we've reset the ridges, we added new timber where needed, and we carried out extensive waterproofing using A.B.E. products. As an additional value add, the house has a renewable backup system featuring a few solar panels, thanks to Dirkman and MSPD. But we'll have a look at the full setup in the garage just now. The old, badly constructed fiberglass patio roof was replaced with this brand new roof, and along with the rest of the house, painted in heritage green. You can see we've also got some solar floodlights as well. The old garage roof sheeting was in a bad way before. It has since been secured and sealed and looks a lot better. This garden was an absolute swamp before and required extensive trimming, but we kept the trees along the boundary walls, as well as this tree in the middle of the garden, my favorite. The state of the garden and pool is actually shocking, and it's crazy to think a few months ago I was wading through tall grass, quietly stressing at the task ahead. And now, fast forward, here we are, taking a fine stroll in, let's be honest, a brand new home. The pool has new piping, pump, filter, everything is new, and we've resurfaced using Weber Marbelite. The tiled border we've used is the same anti-slip tile that's on the patio. Now, previously, this patio roof didn't have an overhang like this, and that's the reason why the timber became rotten and had to be replaced. Now we've got barge, fascia boards, gutters, and downpipes. This covered patio offers so much space to chill with family and friends over here after enjoying a lovely Sunday lunch over here, prepared using the restored built-in braai over here. So I actually learned recently that these are called garlics, which I didn't know. It makes sense because that's what they look like. And the white theme continues with these slim framed aluminium sliders done by Go Glass and Aluminium. And you'll see that these colonial bars actually match the look of the existing steel frames on the rest of the house. And they are charming, so instead of replacing them with aluminium, we gave them a facelift by painting them white. It just makes me want to soak up the northern sun in this entertainment area, backdropped by these expansive hilltop views. Now this is the first time I've flipped two neighboring houses, Project O that side and now Project C. The old storage shed has been removed and all the cracks throughout the house, inside and out, have been fixed, including this large wall crack that was here by the yucca tree. And then a camera inspection in the drain led us to replace the entire sewage line along this side as well as the front of the house. Some repair work on the boundary wall and soft landscaping lifts this area in a big way. On this side of the property we did a precast wall height extension to hide the other precast wall that was quite an eyesore because it was half falling over. And around the back we've got foldable wash lines, 2 of them. Yes, we thought of everything. One of them is undercover. And the back of the garage, we kept this opening, but we made it lockable. So it's very handy to get trailers and other items through to the back. The garage makeover has gone from wasp infested and leaky to spick and span. And this is the latest gen Fox ESS renewable backup system for that extra value add. 5 kilowatt inverter and battery, both with 10-year warranties, and they are waterproof. This system could reduce the future owner's electricity bill by up to 50%. And let's not forget about the all-important security features that we all need in South Africa. We've got a CCTV camera, alarm system, intercom, and electric fence to keep the intruders out.
When I look at you, what do you do? When I look at you, what do you do?
Hi guys, it's been a minute. Welcome to Project C. I'm gonna leave.
So the house is officially on the market and today is the open house. So let's see what people think and maybe the house will sell today. Nervous excitement.
I look at you, what do you do?
The house is beautiful. Looking at the before and now the after, it's wow what Steve has done. The finishes are everything perfect.
It's amazing. It really feels and looks like a home. I love the kitchen.
I look at you, what do you do?
So I've been living in this area for about 20 years.
Yeah.
This house has always been abandoned. So I'm glad someone's gonna buy this house.
Like, I really like what Steve's done here. I just really subscribe to the concept of just taking something from nothing and creating this gem. Quality stuff.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's actually mind-blowing. Thank you to Steve and Maria for letting us come through and look.
Hi, my name's Arthur. I'm from Arthur Barron Estates. We are quite privileged to market a house like this for Steve. We've had about 20 people through here today, and I'm sure it will be sold quite quickly. If you ever think of selling your house, please give me a shout. We pride ourselves on excellent service, great feedback, and turnkey service from start to finish. We are totally passionate about property.
There was quite a lot of interest on the house after going to market, and thanks to the tireless work by Arthur Barron Estates, in total 3 offers were received on the house, and after a few weeks we closed at full asking price of 2.4 million. Project C is officially sold. This was a renovation of seismic proportions. My flips are not just facelifts, it's about the depth we go into. And this is because it needs to be a brand new home, and I take pride in my work and the quality of the job. And once again, we were able to do this amazing job on Project C, while at the same time, still keeping it viable as a flipping business. From abandoned ruin to classic beauty, I turned a house worth 800,000 into a house worth 2.4 million in 4 months. Thank you to everyone involved in Project C, another successful Flipping Johannesburg house flip. Hit the subscribe button, and good news, there's more Project C content coming out soon. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Cheers.